Professor Indresh, the Vice Chancellor of this University, Dr. G. Eshwarappa, the former Director of Extension, UAS, Bengaluru, Dr. Hegde, the Director of Education, UHS Bagalkot, all the learned faculty, members of this university, and also the bona fide students of this area. As Dr. Indresh indicated, University of Horticultural Sciences has started maybe 2009 or 10, about 13 years old university this is. And the Department of Agricultural Horticulture degree program has started 1972. I would proudly say I was one of the first batch student of horticulture. And later on, I was translated into a plant breeder because of the giants at Dharwad. All the senior people sitting over here must have heard. Definitely he knows very well Dr. J.V. Gaud, he was our mentor. We worked under such people for a period of nearly 17 years at Dharwad in the area of sorghum. Although I am BSc Horticulture, I trained very well in sorghum breeding for 10 years. Later on I did my MSc. And afterwards I did my PhD. I did not do all the 3 degrees continuously. Resulted, I could able to serve the university for a period of 41 years. As Indresh said, I was Dean of the College of Shimoga for a few months, apart from the faculty. Then I went to Bangalore. I was there, served as Dean PGA Postgraduate Studies for 8 months. Then Director of Research, as you already mentioned, for 4 years. And the Dean, GKVK, nearly 2.5 years. I was to retire on February 2015. About 35 days before I got the order of the Vice Chancellor in the month of January and 23rd. On that day I was somewhere else. But I reported as a Vice Chancellor on 24th of January 2015. I could able to serve the university as a Vice Chancellor for 3 years, 1 month, because the 65 years is the ceiling time period. So this is in general where we are and how we are. Finally, we'll have to look into what we have done in the areas of agriculture or in the related field. As we see, why I am standing over here in front of all of you is, we have successfully completed 75 years of our independence. Just go back to 1950s and 60s, what was there. And what is there today, prevailing situation in India, in all angles. Growth is there in all the field, not only in agricultural education or horticultural education. Growth has taken place. But what is the extent in which the quality has been taken into account? Once, generally to conduct the experiments, we need to use the checks of the control to compare what is the performance of the new treatment and all that. Similarly, if we compare the education standard in India and elsewhere, after completing 75 years of independence, and the literacy rate has gone up. As you know, the general literacy rate in India is about 79%. And the higher education is only across India, if you take about the percentage of the people educated in the graduation level and all that, is only about 27 or 28%. Within that, how do we grade it? As the Indresh mentioned, two of our girl students have got extremely good result at the national level. If you take the international level, where we are, During 2006 or 7, one of the ministers from Government of India has taken up a survey to conclude or say which country students are more intelligent, either the Asian countries or the African countries or the European countries and all that. Although the education has started after 1947, the intelligence part of our students aging between 6 to 15 or 16 years age group they have taken, and the sample size was nearly 1 crore. This was done during 2006 and 8. Any guesses what was the outcome of the survey or the program? Which country students studying abroad across the country or across the world in terms of the intelligence? Any other guesses? India. It is true. Out of 1 crore, more than 50% of them are from India. They may be staying here and elsewhere. Taking all this into account, if you compare intelligence part, IQ, we are second to none in the whole of the globe. This is one part. Coming to the economic status of the individuals in the country or the people in the country, I say when we got the independence in 1947, it was only 13% of the literacy was there. Higher education is almost nil. And now, just latest about a couple of days back, I read it in one of the paper. The literacy is 79%. Higher education is about 27%. Substantially growth has taken place. But unfortunately, what is happening, the brain drain has taken place for the past 20-25 years. Most of the intelligent student and the brain students, they go to other countries and serve. There is also a statistics to say, most of the people go there and serve to other countries, they settle down there. They take the citizenship ownership. And finally, if you come and analyze the basic component, it is only the leftover people. So if you take all these things, our people are very strong in many areas. Our faculties are very strong in various fields. But collectively, if you look at the growth rate and all that, it is not correlating with the kind of strength we have in India. So this is how we need to compare how exactly the education is going on. During 2019, MHRD has done some survey work across India, taking all these states into account with respect to the education. All the 29 countries and the union territories, all those things has been taken into account and conducted the survey, which state is comfortably all right with respect to the higher education. ಯಾವುದು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಇರ್ಬೋದು? Which state literacy and the ranking in terms of higher education is first as per the MHRD report? Kerala. As per that report, Kerala is also there, but it is in the second position. But the first position, Sikkim. I have not seen the place of Sikkim, but if you read in detail about the literacy rate and all those things, they stand 53% is the higher education percentage in Sikkim. Third place, Tamil Nadu. And Karnataka, ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು? I will give another two examples to say, to justify the percentage of Karnataka with respect to higher education. With all this said and done, the qualities, the number of colleges and the faculty upgradation, students, skill training and all that, based on that report, we are in the 18th position among 29 states. Percentage is only 28.8%. Why? Maximum number of colleges are there in Karnataka. Bengaluru alone, 1,015 colleges are there. Bengaluru district alone. And total colleges in the state is about 4,233. Now the number of universities have gone up to 80 or 85 for the past 3-4 years. More than 25 universities have been established in Karnataka. Similarly in agriculture. Skill training, if you take, why I am making all these things, let us try to analyze good is good, bad is bad. At least to think over what is the next step you can able to take for better improvement. Maybe the agriculture system may not be different, may be different, but the rest of the basic level graduates, what we as students were getting, they are from this. And one more study has been done with Wikipedia. Most of the youngsters, they are good in computers. One of the awardee has conducted this survey across all the states in the country, and placed it to the respective states, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Chennai and all that. As per the Wikipedia report of the survey, the Human Development Index is set. If you know somebody, Human Development Index, HDI, there is operators and parameters have been taken into account and concluded. Based on that, each survey and its report, we are in the 19th position with respect to Human Development Index. So this is also another qualitative parameters to understand where we are with respect to say. We can say, I am the best vice chancellor, I am the best director, you can say. But if you compare with something else, where we are, there's nothing wrong in comparing ourselves to do good things. Don't take it any bad things, we have not done anything, only they say like this. This is one part. WEF, this world level, international level comparison, World Economic Forum. They are doing the qualitative and index-based assessment for all the countries across nearly 171 countries. They say the skill training at the primary level and the graduation level in India, out of 171 countries, we are placed in the 107th position. This is the another international level comparison. We say some of the, as we understand, the intelligence part of our students is extremely good in the recent age. But where it is projecting, where we are going wrong, either the system of education is wrong, or are we doing not like this, or we are not concentrating on all these things. We need to look at the university level. Why I am making all this comparison? Not to criticize anybody. At least to be able to correct ourselves if we are going in the different directions, to meet at least the 25 or to 40% of the standard. Then it is going to happen. Why we in experiments we are using check to compare whether the treatment, what we are enforced is right or wrong, correct or not. So this type of comparison, if you take up, as the Indresh mentioned, based on the JRF performance of the students of the UHS Bagalkot is extremely good since the inception. That is one part. Can we satisfy only at that level? Again, two more girl students, they got exceptionally good performance at the national level and they got the fellowship. This is also one. And what is next? So this kind of an analysis, the teachers can do something, not anybody else. They ignite the minds of the students to encourage these students to make them more alert. They make them more receptive. Only the person in the society is the teacher. If the teachers can take this kind of a challenges, it is not at all difficult. The formal way of doing, coming and doing, going away is so totally different. Where the things are in the wrong direction, where to correct. All these things we need to look at, particularly at the graduation level. The students, they are coming with a great merit, with great expectations. At the PUC level, the percentage of marks and all that, I think not less than 90, nobody would enter into the campus. When we were students, 45, 50, 60, that was very high at that time. Now the percentage of scoring nearly 40-50% what it was. Are we igniting the students in that direction to grow in the right track, to make them more productive citizens of the nation? This is the kind of analysis we need to look at, particularly at the higher education level. When they enter into the graduation, MSc, PhD, and one more thing, I always say, many a forum in our university, I made it. PhD is the highest degree in the whole of the world. Only PDF and all that additional programs. The basic level degrees, PhD is the highest degree. To be more qualified for that degree programs, what is the requirement? We have guided half a dozen students, they are there and all that. All the students joining for PhD are equally competent. If they are not equally competent, why? The basic level of competence and all that is good. But if they are not equally competent to each other out of 100 or 150 students, where the things are going on? If the system is wrong or students are wrong? This type of qualitative analysis thinking we need to look at the university level to produce the better citizens of the student country in India. So this type of analysis we need to look at, because if you take the statistics, many things are there. Highest degree colleges, highest programs are there. Number is good. But again, if you come to the poverty level, ABP, AP, what is that? Above poverty level, BPL. This is again another component for the education system. Anyway, food is available for everybody now. Are we getting the quality food at all levels? The children, the health part, undernourished system, this is another burning point in India compared to China, because China is almost double more population than India, and this thing is same. 102%. We are placed in the 102nd position with respect to undernourished system. This is also another thing that here we think over and try to motivate the students to understand all these problems. So this is how, if you want to talk about all these issues, we can talk under hours together. But only thing, universities level and the teachers and the students and the facilities available in the system, we need to be looked into. Because when we were students, we used to sleep on the floor. Can we expect the students now to sleep on the floor? Certainly not. ಆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ cautious thinking with respect to the welfare of the students. If anything gone wrong in the universities, it is lost to the students. And many times I told to many of our colleagues, if the teachers went on strike, if we go on strike, if they are not coming to this, but finally the losers are the students. Because they are our clients. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತೊಂದರೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಏಜ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 15 to 26, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಚುಯೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್. ಆ ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಗ್ನೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ದಾರಿ ತೋರಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದ ಡೈವರ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಮೋರ್. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅದೇನು ಹೊಸದೇನಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೀಪ್ ದಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಅಲರ್ಟ್. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಬಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದಿ ಬೆಟರ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್. ಈ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ particularly all the students are also there, faculties also. It is not confined to only the UHS Bagalkot, it is for everybody. ಆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಎನಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ, the basic requirement is the education, that to quality education. Just degree, literacy is different from the educated class. Literates are different from educated class. There is a lot of difference to define it. ನೀವು ಲಿಟ್ರಸಿ ರೇಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ದಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಈ ಮೂರು ಜನ ಸೇರಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕೆನ್ ಡೂ ಮಚ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೈನಲಿ ದಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ನೇಷನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಈ ಥರ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. ನೀವೇನು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ವೈ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡನ್ ಅಂತ ಮೆನಿ ಮೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಟ್. When you are not done it, it is not this thing. If you are day, do it. You are not knowing, you are not done it. ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರೋದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ತದಲ್ವ. ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಒಂದೇ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಈಗ ಏನು ಮನೆ ಇದನ್ನು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ BC ಅವರ ಆಫೀಸರ್